from the heavens bearing the gift, it's Jometheus, and welcome one and all to Outer Wilds. My voice is cracking a little bit. I love this game. I love this game so much. I played this game by myself all the way through. I like 100%ed everything. I went to every single planet and star and all this. Oh my god. Anyway, if you haven't heard of it, this game is a phenomenal game with a very, very unique mechanic. I guess it's not that unique. If you've ever played Majora's Mask, it has a similar sort of time skip so that you can do each individual thing sort of thing. It's a mystery. It's kind of a mystery game. You're trying to figure out what's causing the time loop, what you're trying to figure out, what happened that necessitated that it needed to happen. It's got a very good story. It's got very good visuals. It's just got these environments that make you just feel like the awe and also the terror of space. There's, oh my god, the music is amazing, and I love it so much. I feel like when it first came out, it's called The Outer Wilds. I think because The Outer Worlds, the Bethesda game, the Fallout spiritual successor that took place in space, also came out around the same time. I think that probably had a factor in why it didn't do quite as well, and why it might continue to not do quite as well. But I love this game so much, I can't recommend it enough. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. So without further ado, I'm going to get this thing started, and yeah, we're going to have a little adventure here. This game that I love so much. X to wake up. That little burst of blue. And up in the air. I mean, and that too. That little thing whizzing by. Like, it's just such small things that you wouldn't think would be important, but they're the most important thing in the world. Ooh. Talk to Slate. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program, and suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. Are you sure you fixed those retro rockets? All systems go. Glad you're excited, but remember, if you wreck the ship, I'm not building you a new one. I'm not made of lightweight re-entry grade aluminum alloys, you know. Anyway, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Alright, so this is our launch pad, but we need the launch codes so that we can head off. We only need to do this section of the game once. Wait a minute, where do I need to go? Oh yeah, this way. Gives you the instructions in the corner. I like games that kind of give you a tutorial by letting you play the game a little bit, and this game does that pretty well.
Hey, it's you! Slate said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you gonna go into space? Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind.
Hey, I'm still going.
You better be. It's been forever since anyone launched into space. I really, really want to see it. Really bad. Hey, you want to try out my model ship? Slate says it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire.
You fly the model ship. Like, this teaches you how to fly your actual ship. And yes, it is kind of rocky like this, even for the actual version of it. Because it's very sensitive. Yeah, I'm a little rusty. I haven't played for a bit, so we'll see how that goes.
Wow, that was just like the time the external fuel tanks exploded on re-entry. Yo, You'll be okay flying the big one, right?
We'll see. No promises. Oh, this is your home planet. This is, I don't remember the name of it. Porphyry. Hey, yo, hatchling. I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure among the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gossin open up a bottle of the good stuff. I'm only seeking adventure amongst one star, actually. Other stars are too far away. Another metaphor ruined in the name of scientific accuracy. Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy your travels. Good luck. You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? They really don't explode as often anymore. All I know is between the space program and Laika's model rockets, things seem to burn to the ground around here more often than they used to. And what do you got over here? The satellite camera. It says this projector is linked to our Sky Shutter satellite, which is currently orbiting Timber Hearth. The satellite is equipped with 2 onboard cameras. See if you can take a snapshot of our village. So this is the satellite camera. You actually have one of these in your ship. You wouldn't think so, but it can be very useful if you're trying to get into a space where you might not be able to and see what's there. But yeah. This pilot seat, used by pioneering astronaut Feldspar, is all that remains of our inaugural flight into space. Although it's been argued such a distinction requires a breathtakingly liberal definition of flight, that day will nevertheless always be remembered as a landmark achievement in Hearthian history. Hearthian. Hearth. Something Hearth. It's something Hearth, I think, is the name of the planet. And this is just showing you everything. Your spacesuit. You got your... This thing is the thing that launches the satellite. That's the satellite itself. Timber Hearth. It's Timber Hearth, I think. Marl. So it's launch day, huh? Hal's gonna miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launch from is getting old. Isn't it about time you built a new, less flammable one? That big tree in the village would be the perfect choice. Wouldn't mind helping out the space program. Just say the word. Current launch pad is fine, thanks. Oh, really? Dang. Well, maybe someone needs a new port or something. Big one. Yes. Yes.
Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any of the other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you?
Tell me about the traveler's instruments.
Oh, sure. I made all of their instruments, you know. Let me see. There's church drums, Rebeck's banjo, and Gabrel's flute. And Feldspar's harmonica, of course, though Feldspar's been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Anyway, you hear music in space, that'll be one of the space program's other travelers. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down.
Yeah, and so every single planet, and a couple of the other things, I won't get into too specific, but every single planet has one of the other space crew members on it. Tefra.
Hello, astronaut.
If it isn't my favorite troublemaker.
We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine wouldn't let us borrow the signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that.
Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we? Can we please? We'll even let you be it.
Sure, let's play.
Ooh, okay, here are the rules. Galena and me will hide these radios, and you'll use your signal scope to find us. Last one to be found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting.
Alright, and this teaches you how to use your signal scope. So that's their sounds. That's their radios. So we're looking for them. They're hiding using their signal scopes. And we're trying to... they're hiding, and we're trying to find them with their radios. Here's Tefra right here.
Oh, you found me? Well, my hiding spot was super good. Don't forget, you have to find both of us, okay?
It's maybe not the most creative way that I've ever heard of to introduce mechanics, but it's very... I don't know, it kind of gives you a little bit of a connection to your home planet, because I think that a big part of this game is that because you're traveling so much, sometimes it can feel like you're not at home unless you're out among the stars. This kind of helps you ground you back at Earth, that there's all these characters, or Timber Earth, I should say. It's not quite Earth. So there's you. Where's the other one? Ah, I see you. Yeah. Gotcha. Galena.
I won. I'm happy. Thanks for playing all this.
Oh, what happened to the light? Oh, I put away my signal scope. Okay, so... turn that back up. Let's see where... Okay. And what's pretty crazy about this is all happening the same way. Like, everything on the... in the solar system or whatever is set onto a loop, so it happens the exact same way every single time. So this is all the planets are moving in real time. Everything that's happening on the other planets is still happening right now while you're on this planet. Like, there's these two, the what are they called, the hourglass twins. Sand is draining from one to the other as we speak, and yeah, it's just gonna keep happening like this. We're not going to really get to anything this first loop, but yeah, this is just going to get you familiar with everything. All right. Way up. Okay, so this is very important also. Danger. Inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter, strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to the naked eyes. The good news is that you can detect ghost matter with a camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you. Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around, Hornfells. So, this will show you. You see all that little glowing, it looks kind of like Aurora Borealis. That's ghost matter. And those little crystals emit it. You don't really figure out what it is until way later in the game, but it is quite important because there are some obstacles. Oh, look there's our moon. There are some obstacles that you can't get around, or you have to be very careful around because there's ghost matter in the way. There are some areas that are just completely inaccessible, which is where your camera comes in handy, because then you can still kind of have a look around without being in the actual area. Arcos.
Hi, Astronaut. You know the patch of ghost matter inside the fence? Gotcha said it used to be bigger when they were hatchling because ghost matter evaporates. Just takes a super long time to go away. Hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm a grown up. Ghost matter's awesome.
Ghost matter is super cool, but it'll burn the heck out of you.
Yeah, I heard touching it hurts so bad it feels like whole hand's on fire. Try not to walk in space. That sounds bad. Painful.
Yes, it is. You will die. Moraine. Oh, hello, astronaut. This is good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. What are you up to? I'm using my signal scope to pick up sounds from distant planets. It's set to the Outer Wild Adventures frequency, so I can pick up the traveler's music. Last night I heard Rybek's banjo coming from Blittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets, too. Depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times.
Signal scopes are cool.
And so that's showing you that you can hear different instruments from different planets. But you remember how they said that the harmonica hasn't been heard for a while because he's been missing. Well, mysteriously you hear it coming from this planet, but if you go there straight away, you're not going to be able to find the guy, no matter what you do. There's the banjo. And you hear how they kind of like line up to create like a different... they all line up and they all are part of the same song. I just love that. Alright, so where are we here? Saw smoke coming from Young Bark Crater up north and figured I should go check it out. You could use the scout launcher. Just please don't break it while I'm gone. Tech tight. Oh, it's the scout launcher. This is to... This is the same thing as before, but this is kind of how you do it on the actual, you know. That's kind of how you do it on your actual ship. Quantum Grove Greater. Quantum Grove Greater. Nomai Ruins. Yeah, there's also places to explore on the planet here itself. I'm not spending too much time. Talk to Gossin.
Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you?
Right, like you weren't nervous for your first flight.
Hey, don't worry about it. Your nerves are between you, me, and the vast endlessness of space. But really, you'll do fine out there. I'd worry more about that ship if I were you.
Hopefully that lunatic Slate at least fixed the retro rockets.
So listen, there's this satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in the zero-G cave in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute zero-G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space.
One repaired satellite coming up.
Cool, get to it. Try not to concuss yourself right before your first launch.
I won't. I hope. I might. Possible. I've died in many a stupid way in this game before, and this is kind of, I think it's kind of cool how you go down here and then all the glittering gems from the rocks kind of emulate being out in space, make you feel like you're actually there. But you use your flashlight and you see you're still down here in the caves. Alright, so you can put on your spacesuit. You got your meter there, shows you your fuel, your oxygen, the gravity, your thrusters, gives you all sorts of stuff. Tough.
Hey, nice of you to drop down.
I'm getting some zero-G time in.
Is you going in there, in the cave?
What?
No, I'm fine, great and fine.
You don't look fine.
Well, you know I hate that cave, so I don't know why you make me talk about it. Now I got hand sweats.
Alright, so let's try not to die, because I think it is possible to die at this point. And then you have to start over the whole thing. Yeah, this is the first actual danger that you can encounter. And this kind of is to prepare you for being out in space. Show you how to use the autopilot, match the velocity, how to make repairs. Because you're going to have to be doing this just in the, minus being in the safety of your home planet. Because you don't, I mean, you can't really run out of oxygen here. But you run out of fuel, and you'll be stuck down here. Or actually, I don't know. I don't think It's not. It's possible to get out from being stuck in here. It's just kind of a little more annoying, if I remember correct. But yeah, this shows you're gonna have to make repairs on your ship because it's very, very common that you're gonna crash into stuff inadvertently, and this game kind of acknowledges that because it's not easy to fly a rocket ship. Not easy. Alright, so the third one is on the inside there. Alright. I love that they thought of this too, that they don't just kind of send you out blind. It's like, yeah, I mean, if you were going out into space, you would definitely have systems to be able to do this. Alright, I'm running out of fuel, so I gotta head back. I think it's over there, right? Yeah. Alright, head back up here. Alright. And, oh yeah, up there. It's very floaty. It's not super easy to do. I just have many hours of practice doing this. I think I never really got good at piloting the spaceship, but the spaceship's kind of the same principle as this. Just not quite as, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So you would never be able to get stuck down there because when you run out of fuel, your suit automatically uses oxygen as propellant. So if you're on a planet that has oxygen, that's great. But if you are not, you got to be careful because then you'd have to either run to your ship to refuel, or you would have to go to one of the other stations on the planet. Usually, there's only one or maybe a couple manned by the other astronaut who's already there. Let's talk to Tough again.
Hey, you're back. You need something?
Let's get a 0 G-Dive. No, I already... Okay, so I already did this. Alright, so... let's head back down here. I think we can return the suit. Okay. Let's go talk to... I already forgot his name. That we have done our due diligence. Alright. Gossin. I forget what voice I gave him.
Nicely done. Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space. But just remember your training and try not to hit anything big. I can see you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Best of luck out there, and hey, try to avoid getting yourself killed now that I put so much time into training, you got it?
That was weird, because I already did talk to him. Alright, so go get the launch codes. I think the observatory is right over there. Yeah, so I gotta go talk to... what's his face? Feldspar. Hartsfeld. Seinfeld.
Ding 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 ding.
Hell.
Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Last day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want, anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Oh, jeez. Jeez, do not break it. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous. Not even the one going into space. How are you feeling?
I'm excited.
Good. You've been waiting for this day since we were hatchlings. I can't wait to see all your training pay off. So what's the dirt? You here to see the new Nomai statue? New statue? You haven't heard? Gabbro brought it back with him from Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just put Cornfell's, okay. Hornfell's just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish we could see what a real live Nomai looks like. But I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know. For how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, jeez. Got a little carried away there. Go on, you have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? This remarkably intact statue is carved by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with the most detailed look into the Nomai, who appear to have been covered with a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved as part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in this solar system, we still have no idea where the species came from or what happened to them. But we will. We definitely will. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. The ground is perfectly level, so what do you think causes this spooky motion? The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planet, the Adelrock's gravity pulls in objects from different locations. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. And yeah, this reacts to the actual moon in the game. The physics in this game are fucking amazing. I don't know, maybe it doesn't directly interact with it, but still, like, I just love the idea. Oh, this teaches you how to use a translator. This piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Although this text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. So you see, it's actually lots of small symbols, looks kind of like chemical symbols almost. And so this is your translator. This is how you figure out the story on the planet. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. Fortunately, the Adelrock's lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. And this, I think, is just kind of the alphabet or whatever, I'm not sure. Aside from dwellings and structures they built, the Nomai also made art. This decorated pottery was discovered on Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other objects that can't be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nomai born in our solar system? Or were they born among the stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? These are just some of the questions we hope to answer through further xenoarchaeological expeditions. What you see here are part of the Nomai skeleton. We can tell from their skulls that they possessed antlers and, quite unusually, only 3 eyes. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for exclusively on land. The differences in the Nomai's anatomy, such as the shockingly fragile bone structure, show us that Hearthians couldn't have descended from Nomaian ancestors. It's not clear where the Nomai originated from, or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore our solar system. The Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, the Little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. I like that little detail because transporters and warp pads and whatnot are another big mechanic later on in the game. And I like that their explanation for how you can pull your scout back is that they got the technology from them. Oh, yeah. This crystal was taken from a Nomai ruin on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion and was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out. So this is another weird mechanic. He kind of flipped the gravity. I'm on the wall now. And there's a lot of different areas that kind of you have to platform and gravity's a big part of it. And it says the same thing. Okay. These fuckers. Oh my god. When I first played this game, I made the mistake of going to this planet first, and they scared the shit out of me.
This anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. This one is about this big. The ones that you encounter on that planet are about that big. They're much bigger than you, even your spaceship. They're pretty fucking huge, and they are absolutely terrifying. It is not a fun experience flying through that planet. Okay, let me read these from left to right. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the stars run out of hydrogen and it starts to contract. Get bigger. As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The stars become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Chert's observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. One day very soon. Alright, so I think that's everything to explore down here. Oh, nope, there's this room. This shit is freaky. This strange rock moving around this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize that there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims this rock exists in all possible states until it is observed, whatever that means. Whatever is actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. So there's some shit in the game like this. There's some areas that you cannot even get to because they are made of this material unless you happen to be lucky enough to see it. But yeah, it's over there now. It's over there now. It's over there now. Yeah, it's called Quantum Rock, I think, where it's, oh man, there's so many cool actual theories that are put to play into mechanics of this game, and I just, oh my god, I love it so much. Alright, so here's a map. This is the universe. This is everything. And if you notice, our sun's getting a little bit red there. A little redder than it was when we first started out. And there's a reason for that. We are here at Timber Hearth. The closest one to the sun, it's kind of a play on Mars, is the Ember and Ash twins. They're the Hourglass twins. Then you got Brittle Hollow here. Brittle Hollow and Hollow's Lantern, the little sun there. And we also have our Addle Rock, the moon. Then past that, you got Giant's Deep. And floating around it, you can't really observe it, but that's what we saw at the beginning of the game that was exploding. And we will explore that eventually. Then we got Dark Bramble over here. Off in the distance, you see how kind of the light is distorting around it. This is the other end of a black hole. And the end that you can interact with is somewhere else. You'll figure that out later. But this actually zoomed out of the whole map. You are actually right here. It's not just saying you are here. You are here. And this is the zoomed out version of the whole map. This is the actual what's going on. And I think that's so fucking cool. Alright. Hornfield's observations. This is incredible. At first I thought the points of light in this image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. And this image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. This is odd. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. In fact, the farther away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's almost as if the universe is expanding. But if that's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? Alright, here's Hornfels. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations, and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. You'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? And I got all these options, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna learn more about the Nomai. Might have guessed as much. No sense in making a translator tool if you're not going to use it to translate anything. We barely scratched the surface of the Nomai writing in our solar system, so we still know very little about them. No idea if they originated here or traveled here, or why they disappeared. A tool of yours should prove indispensable in solving the mystery of this ancient species. Well then, looks like all that's left is to send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for a launch. I'm ready to get off this rock. Excellent. You'll be needing the launch codes then. Here they are. Best get off the ground before Slate makes any modifications to your ship, eh? Good luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. So we got our launch codes and Morse code down there. So we're gonna head out, but this is everything that we just did, all the people that we just talked to, and all that. Hey, did he get a good look at that Nomai statue? The statue looked at me and it opened its eyes. Whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes opened and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? You know what? Don't worry about it. Maybe you should sit down for a bit. Take it easy. Hate for anything bad to happen if you tried to launch while you're not feeling great. But hey, when you are ready, then you can make the most of our translator tool. Can't believe it's all grown up and leave for space already. For real though, I'm glad that you're the one carrying it and not like Ryback. I'd fall on it for sure. Say, if you want to do a short trip to just get your space legs under you, you could check out the ruins on the Addle Rock. I'd love to learn what those are. Good luck and safe flying. Alright, so here we go. Let me roast one more marshmallow before we head out. Always burns. Alright. Here we go. Here we are, ready to go out in space. Alright, so this is going to be our entries. These are our different planets that we've been able to get to. That's the interloper, that's a comet. Alright, so we're all fueled up, we're all ready to go. And let's launch. Setting course for the sun.
Joe, what are you doing? Why are you flying to the sun?
I know what I'm doing, trust me. I know it. I'm okay. It's okay. I know what I'm doing. Don't even worry about it. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I know what I'm doing. It's fun. What just happened? I could swear I was just flying into the sun like I just died.
Hey, you ready to get this thing off the ground? Ship's all fueled and ready to go.
Did I just die? Whoa, bad dream or something? You still look half asleep, but that's negative on being deceased. I know it's a tradition to sleep out under the stars the night before a launch, but if you ask me, it makes you a little bit jumpy. Not having second thoughts, are you? I can ask all the same stuff, but it's not really gonna do much. But yeah, that's our first little mystery. Whoa, hold up. You're gonna want to get the launch codes from the observatory first. I already got them from the observatory, remember? Huh. Must be inhaling more fumes than I realized. Stuff is potent. Well, if you got the codes, I'm not gonna stop you. Good luck and take care of that ship. And so we are going to do a little bit of exploring and figure out what the fuck just happened. I'm gonna do it next time on the next episode. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm very excited to be starting this journey with you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I love you. Goodbye.